the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. Shrugs him off. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes third down at 7. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Let's go!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dip through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews down the field. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dragons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
It's the score, Dragons 28, Bills 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No, okay.
Second down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 67 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Can I sit down, Jax? Let me sit down, stop crying. Let's sit down. How's that? How's that?
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No. We good right here.
This 2nd and 4.
Trap 19. Trap 19.
McDonald. He finds his man. Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds. Able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Okay. Making it hard on me, Jax.
Come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Ramsey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Shut up.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
I'm in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. To him quickly. He stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys in front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, Jets.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, McDonald. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
19 right.
Okay, guys.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Dobbins again on second down. 7 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options.
There weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run again. An option give now to Mitchell. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause.
You hit the button, Jason. I didn't call that, Jason.
Close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play? We had that discussion just yesterday about this. What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten.
We got 2 minutes.
Needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better put him down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use your force and move forward and pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay, Jace.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And down here to the 43. Their final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick,
Maybe
tick.
get the ball back. Okay.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jackson options out left. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.